Okay, so with a couple of repairs and making the sensible step of writing all this stuff out, okay, and doing it carefully, everything does reconcile. Okay, the omega RC is unitless because omega is reciprocal seconds and RC is in seconds, or in reciprocal time units, and this is in time units. And everything then, the units match up throughout. Omega squared R squared C squared is just a square of something that's unitless, so it's unitless. And your denominator here then will have units of time. When you solve for B, then you're going to have a numerator with units of time and a unitless denominator, so you have time times whatever the units of V naught are. Now in physics, that's potential difference or voltage, and we can reconcile those units. But what we need to understand here is just where the time units are, and that the units have to be compatible. So originally I should have had an omega in here. Not that we couldn't do it with the cosine of t, but the units get all messed up, and the mean gets all messed up. Okay. So the way I originally had it, if you regard everything as unitless, it can work out, but it ain't pretty, and it doesn't give you a lot of insight. So we're going to make that change. Okay, so anyhow, this is our solution. So we conclude that our general solution is Q of t equals Q naught e to the negative t over RC plus your A cosine omega t plus B sine omega t. Your A sine omega t will be, well, I'm going to factor out in advance an RC over 1 plus omega squared R squared C squared times V naught. Okay? So it's going to be RC V naught over 1 plus omega squared R squared C squared. And that's the meaning of this quantity we'll leave for the interpretation in physics, okay? And then you're left with what? You're left with an RC on the B, and you've got the whole unit of A, so you're going to be able to say this is a cosine of omega t plus RC times the sine of omega t. Okay? And remember RC, wait a minute. So, omega RC. Because again, the units would not be right. RC has units of time, omega has units of reciprocal time, so now it works. Okay? Okay. Well, anyhow, so this is a simple warm-up here that took us way too long because I tried to do too much in my head down here. Should never trust my head even this early in the morning. Okay? Okay, well, let's move on to the next question.